Welcome, race fans, to the Race Talk Live Boone update. It's made it to Saturday, the big show. It's when all the big dances are. We still got some modified last chances to run, so there's still some guys that got a chance to get in the back of the field today. They'll line up on points of how they've gone all week long, how many points they've got, where they'll start, and I think there is going to be 15 those last chance races, and they'll probably take something like the top 3 out of them into 3 main A's, and then the top 3 out of them will make it into the big show and fill out the back of the field. So you kind of got a list there, Matt, of what actually is going on today?
I do. I've got the order of events. We'll start out the day with Hobby Stock Race of Champions Hot Laps. Go into 5 modified last chance heat races, farming session, Sport Mod Race of Champions Hot Laps, followed by 5 more modified last chance heat races, more track prep, the Stock Car Race of Champions Hot Laps, and 5 more last chances, farming again, modified Race of Champions Hot Laps, Hobby Stock Race of Champions. That's a 10-lap feature. The Sport Mod Race of Champions, which is also a 10-lap feature. The Modified Race of Champions, which is a 10-lap feature. Then we'll farm again. The Hobby Stock qualifiers for the A main will hot lap. The Sport Mod qualifiers will hot lap. And we'll have the Stock Car Race of Champions. 3 modified A mains, 12 laps apiece, and those are the ones, like Hop said, take 3 out of each of those. We'll farm again, and then we'll go into the Stock Car qualifier hot laps, the Hobby Stock 30 lap A feature, the Sport Mod 30 lap feature, farm the track again, hot lap the modified qualifiers, then we'll go into the Stock Car 30 lap A feature, track prep again, and then a 40 lap modified, the big dance. So
yeah. And what some people might not know here up here in Boone, all the big A features, they actually start the cars 3 wide in all those classes, and it's something a little different you get to see up here. And they start them in 3 wide, 10 deep, and most of the classes, except for the modifieds, they actually start 11 rows deep and 33 cars in the field. So pretty exciting first couple laps.
Heck of a lot of cars on the track, and makes for some interesting early laps there. They do also do the Delaware restarts in their feature events. So with that many cars on the track, they can almost go all the way around the track if they did single file, but it does seem to mix things up on the restarts, gets you a chance to try a different line or whatever. So as far as Kansas qualifiers for the big dances today, we've got Kyle Vanover, actually from Nebraska, but has raced Kansas all year. He starts outside of row 9 in the stock car dance. Cory Lagoon starts 7th row outside, and he's got a big day of racing. He's also qualified for the Race of Champions, so it's a big honor to make a show on Saturday at Boone, and it's even more rare to make both of them. So we've got an interview to play later from Cory, but him and his crew were busy making sure the car is ready for both of those events this afternoon, and we wish them good luck. Brian LaRiviere starts outside of row 3 in the Sport Mod feature, and Seth Schroer starts 10th row outside. I don't have the lineups of the Race of Champions yet, but Troy Gimmel also is in that race as well.
I actually think they actually might draw. They do some type of draw to line up for that.
That's right. They
So,
play a little poker game up here in the fan zone, and if that's something that you are at the race or get the chance to come to the race, that's one of the things that they do is have a time for the fans to get to meet the drivers, get some autographs, and play a little game of poker to get their starting spots in that race of champions. So just another thing to engage the fans and get the drivers over here to the grandstand side of things. We've got an interview to play from Mike Petersilie with First Class Chassis and Extreme Motorsports. Had the chance to interview those guys yesterday, and we'll go to that.
Good morning, race fans. This is Matt Kovacic with Race Talk Live here at the Boone Super Nationals with the Team Extreme crew and Mike Petersilie. Mike, you want to tell us how your guys' week's going and how your business is going with Team Extreme?
Sure. The week's been pretty good. The first night we run third in the heat. Had to run the B, ended up driving too hard and spun out. Last night we had a pretty good run. We started last in the heat, ended up second, run sixth in the B, so got pretty good points. Hopefully we'll draw good today. We're trying some different shocks and stuff today to try to get the car to work better. Business-wise, everything's great. Brian's setting the world on fire in the sport mod class, so got a lot of people calling about that, and a lot of people wanting cars and asking questions. So first year out, it's taken off good.
Excellent. Well, we'll wish you guys good luck for the rest of the day and let you get back to making them go fast.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, again, that was Mike Petersilie with Team Extreme. They came here with a few full trailers. They've got Randy Porter in one of their cars. Mike Petersilie, of course, is part of that crew, and then also Jesse Richter in the modifieds, and then they've got Brendan Damon in the sport mods, and of course Brian LaRiviere in one of their chassis as well. And Brian is so far the only one who's made the big show. Like we said before, though, all the modifieds have got their chances to try it again today, so we'll see how that goes. I think we'll go to an interview with Cory Lagoon. Got a chance to swing by his pits this morning and see how things were going for those guys. As I said, it's a busy time down there, just making sure that the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed and getting that car ready for the features.
Again, good morning, race fans. This is Matt Kovacic live at Boone Speedway, IMCA Super Nationals here with Cory Lagoon. Cory, you just want to tell us what kind of week you've been having here?
Well, it started off about the worst it could, I think. I did make a quarter lap in my first heat race on Wednesday, and got drove up off the track and was basically done. So we were not even in the points there. We didn't get any points that night. We didn't get to run a B feature. And so we were kind of a day behind on setup things, trying to get the car to go. So we really didn't think we had a good shot, and made some pretty big changes for Thursday and got the car a lot better Thursday and had a decent run. And then last night we had the car pretty good in the heat race and had a whole lot of luck that got in, and just something I usually don't have here is a lot of luck. And I had it in my heat race last night, and then we got the win in that, and I drew a real decent pill, started ninth in the feature, and kind of maintained and was doing pretty good. I was up to fifth there, and the restarts were kind of hurting me there, but I ended up getting, I think they said I got seventh last night, so I ended up getting in the show, and that's the most important part.
Yeah. How many years have you been coming up here trying to get the show?
I think this is the seventh one.
Seventh one. And have you made the show before?
Nope, I've made the Race of Champions feature, but never the big show.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about that Race of Champions. That's a huge honor. I mean, when you hit the track out here, you may be on the track with other standouts in your heat races, or you may be on the track with just weekly racers. But when you hit that Race of Champions, you're out there with top-notch racers, and just tell us about that.
Well, it's pretty good knowing. I mean, I think I had 3 past national champions in my heat race champions. To come to Boone, I know people don't like to think that Boone's a joke and doesn't pay money and stuff like that, but to come into Boone and say, hey man, you outran Keith White and Jared Seifert, Dylan Smith was in my heat race. It's like, I can say that I outran them once at least. I mean, so that's what's so cool is that Boone, to me, Boone's cool. It's about the atmosphere. I mean, everybody having fun. So when you can get in that race champions and run good and beat guys like that, man, it makes you feel really good.
Definitely. Well, congratulations on making the show and the race of champions. That's a heck of a Saturday here at racing.
Yeah.
So I know you guys need to get to making sure the car's in tip-top condition for both of those, and so we'll let you get back at that. Why don't you thank some sponsors while we're here, and fans you want to say hi to?
Crane Rental, Anderson Body Shop, BSB Manufacturing, Advanced Engine Machine, Bill's Built Race Cars, Extreme Motorsports, Somewhere Bar and Grill. My dad for everything he does, helping out, and the wife and the kids for all their support and going through all the stuff I put them through here. So everybody that helps out.
Any of the family making the trip up to watch today?
They called a little bit ago and said they're leaving to head this way, so we'll see if they get here in time.
Good deal, exciting. All right, thanks a lot for talking to us, Cory, and good luck.
All right, that was Cory Lagoon, it was interesting to get to talk to him there. But that race of champions does seem like a, obviously all of the races here are an honor to make, but that race of champions, when you hit the track, you're racing against other track champions, and like he said, in many cases, past state, regional, and national champions. So huge honor to be able to outrun those guys, and obviously there's still the luck of the draw thing going on there, but you're hitting the track with the best of the best there. So as well as today, all the all-stars are going to be on the track, and that I know a lot of fans think that this driver or that driver certainly deserve to be in the show, and they're not there, and that's part of Boone too, is the luck. I mean, you can be an excellent driver, and things happen on the racetrack. Somebody spins out in front of you, and whatever the case may be. But certainly nobody makes the show here by accident. Everybody that makes these Saturday shows are top-notch drivers, and if you haven't been able to make it to Boone yet, it's definitely worth the trip just to come and see all the race cars, all the racing, all the people, the campers. I mean, this is just an amazing experience. So I would encourage any of the local fans to come out, and there's always Kansas drivers to be seen here. This year we were lucky enough to have 4 qualifiers. So
yep.
Thanks for tuning in, and I think we're going to go see if we can find a spot to watch the races.
Yep, just stay tuned to Hop Up Performance today, and you can just like their Facebook page there for updates, and also got the Cover It Live deal on there too. You can just do it on the website or follow Hop Up on Twitter too. They're coming through there too. So thanks everybody, and we'll enjoy the show.